So, our penultimate race of the morning's action here at Genk. It is DD2 and DD2 Masters. Your grid is as follows. On pole position for DD2 is the current reigning and defending champion. Second in the standings by just 13 points coming into this round. From Bouvin Power in Belgium, the number 412 of Zonder Schriblak. Then alongside will be Dan Holland Racing's Swedish charger in the form of David Remy in the 455. Then it's Dames Racing's very own Dionysus Liveris, or DJ, as he's more commonly known. Lasse Andreasen in the 409 joins the Greek driver alongside on row number 2. Michael Becker from RS Competition, representing Germany in the 526, will have Sebastian de Grand alongside on row number 3, with Becker taking DD2 Masters pole. Wout Antonissen and Jan Negussens make it an all-Belgian row number 4, with Andreas Schindler and Konrad Bayer making it a duo of Germans in the DD2 Masters class, completing the top 5 rows. Tamsin Germain and Christoph Leinen round out row number 6 ahead of Christoph Adams, Fritz Wernsen, Jordi Kleerbot, Wout Coulson. We've then also got Roland Kinch, Jamie Billings, Ronald Billings, Silvio Piperato from Germany, and the DD2 Masters points leader, the number 510 of the fastest baker in Flanders, Carl Kleerbot. So 11 minutes have been set on the timer for the final time in the morning stages of action here on the penultimate day of the race weekend and of the race season thereof. So it will be down to Schriblak and Remy to control the 2x2 rolling start formation. So, from an equation point of view, if Schriblak was to win and Liveris got third place, the gap would be down to just 4 points going into the next race this afternoon. But it's about consistency. It's about making sure you put your eggs all into one basket and use them at exactly the right time. Now they're being told to slow down. We'll wait and see if we do get a full start, or do we go, no, full start, second one of the day. So, another formation lap will be carried out. So, Schriblak on pole, Remy alongside, Liveris and Andreasen round out the top 2 rows. Michael Becker takes DD2 Masters pole and starts on 5th alongside Sebastian de Grand from Belgium. It's Wout Antonissen and Jan Negussens on positions 7 and 8, with Andreas Schindler and Konrad Bayer rounding out the top 10. Tamsin Germain and Christoph Leinen, that's row 6. Christoph Adams and Fritz Wernsen, row 7. Jordi Kleerbot and Wout Coulson, row 8. Roland Kinch and Jamie Billings, row 9. Ronald Billings and Silvio Piperato, that's row 10, with Carl Kleerbot certainly last, but certainly by no means least. So, we're going to try and get the formation lap a bit more into order this time around before we go racing for the penultimate time this morning. So we're going to get into order very, very quickly. As Carl Kleerbot now gets to the back part of the field, we now go into the tram lines very, very shortly. But Schriblak better just hold back a second. You're going to have to wait for it to see if we get lights out this time around. Do we have red lights going out? We do, and we go down into turns 1 and 2 as Remy tries to go around the outside. Keep himself around the outside of Liveris, who's gone past the Swede up into second position and is now going to try and hunt down Zonder Schriblak for the lead of the race. So at the moment, it's still pretty much Schriblak leading. Then it is DJ Liveris. Then we have David Remy. And I'm wondering if that is that Lasse Andreasen or Sebastian de Grand. Can't really tell at the moment. I'll wait until they come down the road here. And that is a Dames Racing coloured cart there, so that looks to be Sebastian de Grand now up into 4th position, which it is the case. And just behind is the number 409 of Lasse Andreasen. So as the leaders come around to complete lap number 1, just over 10 minutes to go plus an additional lap. Schiblack leads, Liveris second, Remy, De Grand, Andreessen, Antonissen. Germain now goes into the lead of DD2 Masters, so has gone up the order from 11th to 7th position in that opening foray through into turns 1, 2 and 3. So the Brit making good her intentions and has been looking forward to coming back here to karting Genk. But the top three, line is certain at the minute. Schiblack leading, Liveris in second, Remy in third. In terms of DD2 Masters, Christoph Adams now is up into 9th place and second in the DD2 Masters classification thus far. And Carl Klebert up into 17th from 21st position. And looking to move up the order, has plenty of time to do so. And at the minute, just keeping an eye on the times at the moment, Schiblack and Liveris and Remy have all gone sub 55 seconds on that last tour alone. Now on to lap number 3 as Liveris and Remy hot on the heels of Schiblack. Schiblack not being allowed to breathe by any easy means necessary. But has got a little bit of a gap, a little bit of breathing space now heading onto the approach into turn 7, into the right-hand sweeper, 180-degree hairpin at turn 8. Now into 9. As there's a little bit of a coming together. Yellow flags at turn 7. One driver decided to send it up the inside, tried to do a Daniel Ricciardo, and it didn't quite work out. Unfortunately, a little bit of contact sent the kart spinning 90 degrees to the right-hand side of the circuit. And the gap now between Zander Schiblack and Dionysius Liveris is now up to just over 0.3 of a second. David Remy still keeping himself there or thereabouts at that particular time. So Remy is going to have something to say quite vividly very, very shortly. So DJ Liveris has got to really watch what he does, and then a little bit further behind, it's a great little battle between Sebastian de Grand and also Lasse Andreessen. Antonissen is rounding out the top 6. Tamsin Germain still is leading in DD2. Christoph Adams has now dropped behind Jordi Klerbot in the 410. And just behind Adams is just over a tenth behind is Michael Becker. So second position in DD2 Masters quite clearly under threat. So Adams has got to watch it now and see how Michael Becker responds. So Schiblack's lead is still just over 0.3 of a second over DJ Liveris as Remy got really up close and personal with the Greek driver going through the braking zone into turn number 2. So he's really got the anchors sorted on that downhole racing kart. He's about a kart length behind DJ Liveris. So Liveris having to fend off Remy, and that's compromising his attacking strategy on Zander Schiblack, because Schiblack now, as unfortunately Christoph Leinen has pulled his kart into the pits and that was on lap number 3. Silvio Piparato from Germany in the meantime, as the move has happened for second position. So Remy was just waiting and bided his time and got past DJ Liveris. Liveris still not keeping the Swede. He's keeping the Swede very, very honest there. He's going to have the slipstream advantage, and well, Remy was very quick and very wise to that, as the 436 from Greece tried to send it up the inside of the Swede onto turn number 2 and could not make it happen. So more changes up and down the order. Michael Becker has got past Christoph Adams for second position in the DD2 Masters running. Tamsin Germain still looking very, very well placed in around about 7th position. But in the meantime, whilst the positional change has happened again, DJ Liveris has got past David Remy for position with around 5 minutes and 50 to go, plus an additional lap in this first of 2 DD2 and DD2 Masters encounters here today at Karting Genk. So Schiblack did have a lead of just under 0.6. Could be around about that right now, just over 0.6 now, 0.606 from first to second, as Remy again gets very close in the braking zone. But whilst Liveris and Remy are battling, I've noticed that both de Grand and Lasse Andreessen are closing in. And at the minute, de Grand and Andreessen set their personal bests of the race. Dionysius Liveris also did his personal best. David Remy was in the 55s. And obviously battling away with DJ Liveris, he's having to really sort of keep the tyres alive as much as possible throughout the course of this race. But then it's also down to strategical. When are you going to make that move past your opponents? Where's the overtaking opportunities? How can you use the momentum, the slipstream to your prime advantage? As Remy now closing back up on Liveris for second place. And at the moment still in, so Triblack leads. Liveris now is just under 0.6 of a second adrift, but Remy has closed right up on the back bumper of the Greek through turns 3, 4, now into 5, now into the right-hand hairpin at 6. Wasn't a gap there for Remy to go through. If Liveris had put it slightly wide, Remy would have thought, there's a gap, I'm going to go for it. And it is a prime overtaking opportunity spot, because once you carry the momentum through turns 3, 4 and 5, you've got a great run on your opponent going through into 6. So the battle at the front of the field still, so it looks like Triblack is starting to pull away. He's got about just over half a second. Might be less than that if Liveris and Remy are now starting to work together. Could be slightly truncated by the pair behind the Belgian. We'll see very, very shortly. Looks to be a little bit closer, that gap now. And it's 0.5. Just half a second between first and second position. So it looks like Liveris and Remy are working together. And the lap times they just put in, 54.428. 4.48 for Liveris, who set exactly the same best lap time he's done this race. And David Remy, 54.475, which means that Sander Triblack is just slightly slower by about 3/100ths of a second than the pair behind him at the moment. Sebastian de Graan and Lasse Andreasen are trying to keep themselves away from Wout Antonissen in the 4.33. Jan Negussens is now past Tamsin Germain. Tamsin Germain still holds on to the lead in the DD2 Masters class with around 3 minutes plus an additional lap left to go in this first race of the day for the DD2 and the DD2 Masters drivers. So running order at the moment, it's Triblack, Liveris, and half that gap in that last lap alone, and also in the process set the fastest lap of the race, a 54.357. So, and Triblack had a 54.6. That's incredible pace from DD2. He's obviously got that bit between the teeth that he had at Marienburg, and he's brought it with him to karting Genk in spades. 2 minutes and 21 additional lap left on the clock remaining. So, DD2 Masters, Tamsin Germain in 8th overall, leading the class. Michael Becker in 2nd, ahead, 10th on the road, ahead of Christoph Adams. Looks like Schindler, that's Andreas Schindler, has definitely had was looking to try and close up has the second gap between himself. Well, it was around about a second. Fritz Wernsen in 13th. Carl Klebot has made his way all the way up to 14th place, and that puts him 6th place. So he's got a little bit of work to do, but I think I'm going to say this now, obviously with Carl not having the greatest run in qualifying, must have had an issue of some kind. As oh my goodness, the 3 at the front, line astern through turn number 8 comes Sander Triblack. Oh, David Remy tries to sneak up the inside of DJ Liveris. The Swede has to slot back into position, into 3rd. Well, that was very, very well timed, but it wasn't well timed enough. As DJ Liveris was wise to that. But he's still kept within striking distance of Sander Triblack. The gap, 0.215 of a second. We have 52 seconds on the clock or so, plus an additional lap left remaining. I'm just waiting for the timer to start to get down. So now down to 40 seconds. It's going to be interesting to see how about the first and second. These two are battling away for the title at this moment, and if it ends like it is now, Triblack will cut the lead to Liveris to just 8 points, because it's 25 for a win, 20 for second. So Liveris came into this round with a 13-point advantage, but I think he's got time. I think he's got something up his sleeve as the Greek driver from Dames Racing. I'm sure that Jan Dames is looking on. with great aplomb as they cross the line with 2 seconds to go. That was close if ever I saw it. And there we go, the lead has changed. Zander Schublak came under fire. Liris knew, he went, right, I've got 2 seconds, I'll have this and another lap to keep him at bay. He's done the first part of the job. Now it's the difficult part. When you get out in front, you are the one under attack. The penultimate time, David Remy really could factor himself into maybe not getting third, but who knows? He's got a shot at the victory here, has David Remy from Sweden, but it's dependent on what happens with the two in front, as it's going to be defence on all sides from DJ Liveris from Dames Racing 436. 18. As that's it, last lap board is out. Schublak really coming under pressure from Remy, but Schublak absolutely sends it from nigh on nowhere. David Remy tries to go through. He's going up the inside of the Greek driver. He does. So straight away, that's going to be the 4-point advantage. That's going to be a 4-point advantage going into the next race for Dionysius Liveris, unless he can find in the next few corners through the lap. But what a great, lick the stamp and send it from Zander Schublak there. He just came from absolutely nowhere, put it straight past DJ Liveris, and then David Remy went, I'm going to have you as well, up the inside of turn 3, and does so. Outdrags Dionysius Liveris, who knows that that could have been his victory then, but he just got caught out. Also, Sebastian de Grand came very, very close indeed to snatching third. So Zander takes the win in this DD2 race here today at Karting Genk, the first of 4 this weekend. David Remy in second position. Dionysius Liveris in third place, ahead of Sebastian de Grand, with Lasse Andresen rounding out the top 5. The top 3 separate